what have you seen in this life? Where have you seen his hand in your life? Where have you seen, maybe your dad changed, maybe your mom changed, maybe your brother changed, your son changed, your neighbor changed. So what's gotten into you? I remember one guy coming here and saying, I came here because I saw this other guy that had a life like mine and his totally changed. And I wanted what he wanted. Right. But are you willing to stay the course of life in that want? You want change? You got to walk it out. It's not an altar. It's not a 20 seconds happens at an altar. What happened at an altar for me is I found out he was real. Now I got so far 47 years, and I hope a few more to tell you about what happens in a life walking along. It's like every day is like Groundhog's Day. You know, we wake up and we go to sleep. We eat. We follow. But there's so many pitfalls. There's so many temptations. There's demons lurking everywhere, trying to say, "Come over here. Oh, look at this. Look at this." And they're trying to, but what have I seen and heard to make me say, I don't want that? No, forget that. My eyes are on the prize. Can anybody finish that statement? The upward call of God in Jesus Christ. I'm going further up and farther in. And when I've gotten further up and farther in, I'm going further up and farther in. What have you seen to make you want to climb and run and climb and run? What is it? I've seen the glory of God in my life. I've seen his hand in my life. And I've seen it through catastrophe. Looking down on my smoldering house, I was ready to be offended. I offended at God, like you didn't protect my house. My kids' Little League pictures are gone. I don't have any videos of my children. They're all burned up. I have memories of my children. I don't need videos. I'd like them, but I don't need them. But all these thoughts, like he didn't even let you get your videos out. I said, you know what? This was all yours. You could have protected it and you didn't, so this must be your will. So I'm just going to stand there and say, I'm your will. I belong to you, not this house. This house don't control me. I went home feeling like I had kind of like passed a test. I have seen a lot. I have heard a lot, and I truly believe it. The things you say, the things you heard, the things you've seen. The love that's in your life. I mean, can you see the hand of Jesus? Earlier in worship, when I said stand still, he wants to speak to you. Many of you heard it. So he wants to show you a vision. Many of you saw visions. Put them away. Store them up. The things you've seen and heard, the prophets and the patriarchs and Moses and everyone that you read about, they longed to see what you have seen and heard what you have heard. They long to be able to have the Holy Spirit dwell in them, the way you can have, if you will, you can have the Holy Spirit dwell in you. Know you not that you're the temple of the living God? They never even dreamed of that. Know you not that you are the temple of the living God? Jesus said, my Father and I will make our home in you. Can you imagine? Moses couldn't have God make his home in him. It was all external communication. You and I get to have him if we want him live in us. He says he'll never leave us or forsake us. He'll be faithful even when we're unfaithful. If our goal is to be faithful, we can even be unfaithful. And here he is. Do you understand? Are you following what I'm telling you? They wanted it. David, the king of Israel, who God says is, I wish that you were like him. He couldn't have the Holy Spirit in him. He could only feel the Holy Spirit. He could see the works of the Holy Spirit better than anyone who's ever lived, but that's all he had. You and I have so much more. If we will only have eyes to see and ears to hear. And that's up to you.